Coach, a great start for you all. Lots of energy on both sides of the ball. How do you keep it going in the second half?
Well, the kids realize what's at stake now, and they're just playing, and that's the way we try to play right there, so hopefully we just keep it going.
You know this Appalachian State team is well coached. They're capable of making a comeback. How do you make sure your team doesn't get too comfortable?
Well, we can't let them start getting those threes. You know, they can hit threes pretty well, and they drive the ball off. That's good ingredients for them. That's hard to stop, and we've done a good job, so hopefully we stay in front of them.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
We continue on with Lamar men's basketball coach Tick Price. Let's go ahead and look at their season. 19-14 overall, 11-7 in the Southland Conference. They have some top returning players. We're going to talk about Nick Garth. First of all, Coach Price, he became the school's all-time leader in three-point shots. What's it been like to coach a guy like him, and how does that talent really emphasize your program going into this season?
Well, Nick is...
Well, Texas State's win over Coastal Carolina earlier in the week was the turnaround that they were looking for. Heading into this week and this tournament, coming off of a 9-game losing streak, they were looking for that spark. And he said that spark was just that they played with a different determination and mentality. But most importantly, they had to apply that determination and mentality to today's game, facing these Raging Cajuns, and he said especially defensively.
Off the end, but down to Carley McCord with Frank Shelpo. Carley?
Thank you, Lynn. Coach, a nice performance from your defense so far in this first half, specifically in the red zone. Talk about their productivity.
Yeah, they did a good job out there in the first half. We got the turnover right off of our own turnover, so they're doing a nice job. We're playing hard. We got to play smart.
When you say you have to play smart, what's your message to your team at halftime to keep this lead, keep this momentum going forward?
Well, you know, the mistake on the block punt gave them 3 points, and then, you know, turning the football over, not handling the punt earlier. So we just do the things that we need to do, and we'll be fine in the second half. We're playing hard.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Lynn, we'll send it back to you.
These Lions indeed are playing hard.
Thank you, Lynn. Well, Lamar University, they don't have many good memories on the exact date of November 17th, because since the year 1955, they are 1-5 overall on this day. It was the year 1956 against Sul Ross State that they got their last win. But the good news for the Big Red is that since 1972, they're on their longest win streak. And this is the year that Coach Schultz really believes that they can make November 17th great again. We'll know momentarily. Lynn, we'll send it back to you.
No doubt, Carley. Thank you for that history lesson.
Look at head coach for the Mountaineers.
That's right, Coach. First of all, great start for you all. Lots of energy. How do you all plan to maintain that energy and not get fatigued going forward?
I think we got to go in the locker room. We got to tell them that it's 0-0 when we start the second half. We got to keep believing. We got to keep sharing the basketball, and we got to keep giving.
Bailey Plummer, great offensive and defensive start. 7 rebounds in the first quarter alone. Talk about what's working for her and how you keep it going.
I think it's just the energy that her teammates are giving her. She's locking down our defense in terms of just getting every ball that comes off the rim, and she's being a force down the other end, wanting the ball, demanding the ball. She's had a great 20.
Coach, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Let's talk about your JUCO transfer, Celica Sterling. I know she's expected to make an immediate impact. She is averaging 18.1 points per game as a sophomore last year. What can you say about her, and how do you expect her to come in and contribute?
You know, Celica has the ability to play the shooting guard, but also a point guard, something that we were kind of missing and lacking last year.
Coach, a physical matchup here in this first half. What's your message to your team at halftime to keep that physicality going forward?
We've got to stay physical, but they're calling a lot of block fouls, which we thought were charging, so we've got to play the way the officials are calling it. Stay aggressive, but don't get in foul trouble.
Skyland Holmes having a great first half there. What is it that's specifically working for her?
The will to win. She's going to get unbelievable rebounds. She's doing unbelievable things because her will to win is so great.
Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
Entering your 8th season as the head coach at UNO, I know that that's probably hard for you to, grasp that concept. Your 8th season, and you're only 3 games away from tying Ron Green for the most games coached at UNO. How does that make you feel, knowing that you just started this journey not that long ago?
Well, it's been an incredibly humbling experience.
Coach, congratulations on an outstanding win. Monique Townsend, you come in today and you talk really highly about her, but tell us what she was able to contribute in order to get you guys the W.
Well, she did a great job defensively. Number 5 is a heck of a player, there's no doubt, and you got to take her out of the game. Mo did a great job on her, hit some big shots. She leads our team. She's just the soul of our team.
And it wasn't just Monique, it was really a collaborative effort today here on the floor. Talk about what that means to you as a coach.
Well, I thought it was a great team effort. I thought against their zone we move the ball extremely well. We got different shots from different areas, and the kids really believe in each other. They're really playing together well.
And even with a 30-point lead, you guys still played with so much heart, so much effort. Talk about what your team was able to do, really playing 40 minutes of basketball.
They're learning how to play possessions, not worrying about the scoreboard, not worrying about the other team. You're worried about making each possession count on offense and defense, and that's when you become a good team.
What's the biggest strength you saw today on the hardwood that you apply to the next matchup?
I think no doubt our defense is our best thing.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Coach, Eric Neal really the defining factor here in the first half. What's fueling his fire?
Well, Eric's the guy.
One of the things that's so fascinating about you, Coach Ayla Gazzardo, is you and your entire coaching staff are all under the age of 30. Do you have a special chemistry with your ladies on the team when it comes to be that you're not too far apart in age?
I think we do. I'd hope we do.
Hey, well, guys, earlier you already mentioned that freshman Antoinette Lewis for South Alabama is having a great year, but she's playing for a lot more than just a trophy. In fact, she said she's playing for the seniors on this squad. She said, I have 3 years left of eligibility to play, but for them, this is it, and I want to send them out with a bang. So we'll see if she's able to do so today.
And let's bring in Carley McCord. She's got more on Kevin Hervey coming off the bench.
Well, you may be wondering why Kevin Hervey's not on the starting lineup with everything that he contributes to this team and all the success that they have with him. And like you said, an NBA prospect as well, but it's a superstition thing. Many games ago, he came off the bench and he had one of the best games of his career. And he said, Coach, I want to start coming off the bench more often. After that, he's came off the bench every single game, and he's just on a success streak. So it's all due to superstition, but they did say that he will be the first player off the bench today.
Thank you, Drew. Well, in the last regular season game for Arkansas State, they really applied the pressure defensively versus ULM and ultimately getting the win for them. And that's really what they're looking to do today. In fact, 20 points is what they have scored off of opponents' turnovers in the regular season in 10 of their games. 8 of those games resulting in a win. So they're looking to apply that spark today here on the hardwood in New Orleans.
Coach, a slow start there for a bit in the beginning, and then the momentum really changed, and you guys got off to a faster start. What was the difference?
Well, we struggled a little bit early to score the basketball. The game was 3-2 after about 4 minutes, but then we got a couple of shots in. Our defense is really good in the first half.
And you guys are making it look really easy from behind the arc. What's the message at halftime to your team to maintain that effectiveness?
They got to continue to play. We got 20 minutes of basketball left. We've built a lead, but we have to play harder and smarter than they did the second half.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.
Coach, a 21-point lead that you have here, playing with a lot of energy in the first half. How do you keep that going in the second half?
Well, we got to just keep winning those small rounds. I think that's the biggest thing. I thought our defense was pretty good. Dumb play at the end there, but we're moving the ball. We're getting the ball inside. We're scoring, but our defense is really what's keeping us right now.
From beyond the arc, you guys look great. What's working for you all offensively?
I think when the ball moves, it looks good. And when it doesn't move, then, we're just an ordinary team. So if we go inside out, that's good for us. That's what we've been doing.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
And we mentioned the first time that you all have made a Division I postseason appearance in the CIT. How do you plan on repeating doing it again, and what did you take away from that postseason appearance?
Yeah, I think it was a big deal for
One thing that Appalachian State coach Jim Fox really instilled in his players today was to set the tone. He said you can't play 4, 3, or even 2 minutes of bad basketball because it can end your season abruptly. He said that they've really focused on coming in here and having the mentality of not just focusing on one thing and executing it, but to come in here and have the mindset of being in a tournament as a whole.
Well, Lynn, as you know, James Tabry looked like he was in some pain. That right ankle, his footwork as he was trying to get it back on the sidelines and warming up, and he was just wincing in pain. But as you see, he's back on the field now. Now, the coaching staff was consulting the trainer about putting Cody Ogeron back in. He was putting his jersey on, and they were talking to him, and the trainer's face did not look like he was fond of that decision. As you see, James Tabry is back on the field, but we will keep you posted if that changes.
Carley McCord. Carley?
Thank you, Len. Coach, since the second drive of the game, I know that you all haven't gotten the rhythm on offense that you would like. What are the adjustments that you make at halftime?
Well, we got to get in and talk about it right now. They're a great defense.
And I know that defensively, you have to be proud of your guys from slowing down McNeese offensively. What are they doing right?
Well, defense is playing well. They're tackling well in space. They're making plays. They're giving a little bit, but they're not breaking.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Len, we'll send it back to you.
They bring a lot of size, a lot of length, multifaceted skill sets to the Lady Jacks roster. But other than them, who else do you think is going to make the most immediate impact?
Well, I mean, Chanel Hayes is a...
Yeah, he said we just have to rebound the ball. He said they have 10 offensive rebounds, and that's not okay compared to what we have. He said overall they just have more than we do, and we've got to stop turning the ball over and giving them opportunities and play a lot smarter.
Spoke with Coach Wes Flanagan a few moments ago. What did he say?
Well, he said, of course, the foul trouble is a big issue, but the bigger issue is that they need to be more patient on offense. He said we're shooting way too quickly, we're rushing it, and we need to make Appalachian State work way harder defensively.
Can't disagree with any of that.
Carley McCord. Carley, what do you have for us?
Well, Len, Coach Schultz at Lamar wants nothing more than to make this game a rivalry again. He says that it would be great for both programs, but the only thing is, in order to be a rivalry, you have to win pretty often. And he said that hasn't been the case. In fact, their only win in the past decade was back in 2014, and his only contest against McNeese was last year in Beaumont, where they lost 13-3. Len?
Coach, congratulations on such an outstanding win, but it wasn't easy for you all. Came down to the wire, but what was it that ultimately set you all apart to get the victory?